You are now listening to Ride With Me, the Flat Tire Podcast.
Welcome to Ride With Me. Today is episode 18. Today is August 29, about 8:30 in the morning. Today, I happen to have a guest. His name is Ish. Ish?
Hello there, everyone.
What's
Out
up,
there
buddy?
In the waves.
How was the drive?
Hey, actually, not that bad. I've done way longer.
Longer drives?
Coming over here, seriously. I don't know what it is, but definitely no traffic.
Yeah, but you say you only drove from Moore Park, right?
Yeah. Moore Park. I was staying with my parents at the moment.
Parents, okay. Freaking, you're not staying in Oxnard anymore?
Yeah, I'm in Oxnard.
Okay.
I'm getting the restrooms remodeled.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I needed this, and I start at 5 in the morning. I couldn't be there when the guys are like working on the house.
Oh, okay. So this guy
Hello?
I met on my first week working for this beer company that I'm at now.
He came in with a bang.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
what we're
Not
talking about.
normal hiring.
What was it? August of 14? No, August of 18.
Okay.
And I remember my first day was orientation. My second, third, and fourth day were on the truck driving with the drivers.
Yeah, I love that,
and
man.
their point was to get us to understand from their point of view, so that teaches us how to write our orders.
I think you fell in love that day because
I did fall in love that day. I actually met Juan Cuellar. What's up, Juanito?
hey,
I rode with him for a day when I was doing the truck, and then the first Friday of me working for this company, that's when we had like a little meeting, a powwow meeting.
Yeah.
And that's where I met you and Michael and the rest of the gang.
Damn.
And Pablo also. Can't forget Pablo. He
Pablo
listens. Say
Escobar?
what's up, Pablo.
Hey, palabra, ¿cómo estás?
And I know only because he listens. I know he won't sue me. That's why I say his name. The patron.
Frank?
We'll call him Frank. We'll call him Frank. Frank
This guy.
asked everyone, hey, what do you guys want to do first? You guys want to go have breakfast or you guys want to go and start working? My mentality is, I don't know. I'm new to this company. Was that a trick question? So I raised my hand for let's go to work. And all you guys were like, are you serious, dude? Are you serious? And you kind of like got on me for
Well, yeah, dude. Like it's a free lunch, and you're over here like I want to go work. I'm like,
I wanna go to work.
He's literally telling us let's go have lunch.
Again, first day on
I hear you, man.
working
I
with
hear
it.
you.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was going to be the new lifestyle. And
That's
so
a
we
nice
went to go
lifestyle.
have breakfast, and then after we went to go have breakfast, I believe it was everybody just tag along and go do some surveys. So I rode with you, and
That was on a Friday, right?
It was on a Friday.
Oh man, I actually love Fridays.
Love Fridays were
Jesus.
Fridays back then were amazing because they only made us work 4 hours. I missed those days.
And all we did was taste. I don't know
Yeah?
if you remember how much alcohol I had. Oh my!
Yeah,
when
it's
Four
the
Locos
reason.
came back, gee, oy.
There's a reason why you don't work for this company anymore, bro.
No, that was old Ally. That was old Ally. That was the original Ally.
No, if I'm correct, we just went to go do surveys, and it was 3 of us. He's like, just go and do surveys, kill your 4 hours, and then go home. And again, first time me doing any of this, so it's like, all right, I'll just tag along with you guys and see what's going on, and we pretty much just bullshit all day.
Oh yeah, man! Come
And
on
got
now.
paid.
That's learning how to rub the elbows.
We bullshit
you know?
and got paid.
That was nice.
And I was like, all right, cool. I mean, I guess this is the new normal. But, dude, working with that guy, Frank, man, he loved pizza.
Oh, Frank, man, he loved lunch. That's what he loved.
He did.
Yeah, he was a lunch man.
He did.
That was his language. You know.
Yeah, he loved pizza and mainly pizza. Dude, when I was working for the previous company before I came to Allied,
Yeah.
or well, that's what the company is now,
Sure.
I was going to the gym. On my own, I was down to 235. On my own,
Nice.
working out. Going to the
Yeah,
gym.
you're looking
cardio
good. You're
every
looking
day.
real good, man.
Dude, freaking vegan right now.
Nice.
And I gained 40 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
In 2 months.
I'll believe
working for this company. Is just the way they feed us. They take care of us.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
man. Hey, we work hard. We definitely party hard.
It's like, wow, man. It's like I can get used to this. Not the weight part, but yeah, it was amazing, and that was just us training.
right.
That was just what we trained.
Right.
And then I mean, we went all over the place, dude. We did anywhere from Santa Barbara to freaking San Fernando Valley to Silmar.
Oh, that's why the drives are not so bad for me.
Because back then we were just relieved, so wherever they needed us.
Okay.
So we drove I think
dude, we used to come from the Silmar all the way up. Sometimes to Santa Barbara, man.
Yeah.
The same day.
Yeah.
Go back and return sometimes for some meeting or you know how they went.
No, yeah. I remember the day that we clocked in Oxnard. Then we had in the midday we had a meeting in Silmar.
Oh man.
Remember? And then we had to drive back
mileage
to Oxnard.
Was just insane. My mileage looked really nice for a while.
Then we had to drive back to Oxnard, and literally once we hit that mark where they start paying us for our miles.
Oh yeah.
Remember we got a phone call. What are you guys still doing on the clock? And it's like, well, we have to go back to Oxnard because we clocked in Oxnard. I think the Vance on Rose.
It was insane. I can't remember.
Our car was there, so they told us, okay, go back, finish your day there, so you can go do whatever. I think there was a walk, like corporate people were walking out there.
Okay.
So they let us put a bogus display for a little while, and then come make sure you take it down.
You know, it look a little nice.
And Frank was okay with us going back and taking it down, but dude, those.
Oh no, we had a reason they were coming back.
Yeah.
Especially after that call, I was like,
oh yeah.
Did I call Frank and tell him, hey, they hit me up?
Dude, I remember the day that Frank got so pissed off at one of the other managers because I'm running by myself for the first time as a merchandiser. That I just go, you're gonna merchandise today, and he sends me to the Vons in Ventura, by the Seaward exit and the 101.
Yeah.
And I get there and the driver's there and he has 4 pallets of beer. And the driver's like, well, I'm just dropping it. It's up to you what you're gonna do with it.
How many cases?
4 pallets, bro. I don't know.
All right.
And back then I was just like, what do I do? So I called this manager, and we'll call him Dave. And I called him and I said, hey man, so your salesman wrote an order this many cases. There's no room for them in the section. I don't know what to do with it. And I mean, pretty much help. His response was, that's life.
Oh.
So I'm, okay, that's life. I'm struggling. I'm doing what I have to do and start kind of making space and trying to squeeze whatever I can squeeze in when one of the other managers calls me. So it was Frank and his right hand. His right hand gave me a call. He said, hey, what's taking you so long? Oh, well, this is what happened. This is what's going on. And this is what Dave told me.
I just wanted to mention his right hand. Best salesman.
Best salesman ever. Best person.
Best one.
Yeah.
Ever, man. That guy was amazing.
You know what? We'll call him Randy.
Randy.
We'll call him Randy.
Yeah, let's call him Randy.
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 Hits me up and he's like.
Oh, that guy.
He's like, what's going on, man? I'm like, well, Dave told me that's life. Within, I'm going to say, 30, 45 minutes, all of you guys roll up. You guys all freaking help me tag team we're all
that's one thing about us. Our team was always very tight.
Yeah.
Still this day. We still talk to each other.
Exactly. So you guys all showed up, helped me take care of the situation. And then, I remember Frank called Dave and told him, that's life, huh? All right, cool. Yeah. Frank had your
never
back.
hold his tongue.
Yeah, Frank
I learned that a couple of times.
And so I was like, all right, cool. And then after that, let's go eat.
I tell you, that guy loved lunch, man. Me and him used to go. I took advantage of that. I would call him on lunch and I'm like, what are you doing? Are you in the area, Frank? But yeah, one story of him. Oh man, that guy used to not hold his tongue.
Oh no, dude, he had your back.
And I was talking about when I was first learning.
Yeah.
So he gives me the responsibility of Michael Williams. Yes, Michael.
Was that Michael?
So he gives me to him, and I'm working over there in Santa Barbara, right? And he's supposed to do the restaurants, something a little easier, faster. Not a lot of inventory. So I'm like, you know what, dude? Come in my car because by the time I get to SB, I'm gonna hit all the liquor stores, keg and bottle. I'll be in there for a while. I'll be in this store. You can hit the restaurants. They don't open until 10. So I told him, jump in my car. We used to start at 5, 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Come with me. We'll go hit the supermarket's food first. And then, so we're driving over there, right? And he gives him a call. Frank, because Michael will call. And Michael's like, hello? And Frank's like, where are you right now? And he goes, driving with Ish. Oh, man. He flipped.
Yeah.
He he called me. I was right next to him. He hung up a mic, called me directly. where the freak are you? And I was like, here with Mike. Why the heck? I'm like, hey, because he's gonna go over there and open until 10. So I'm like, by the time I drop him off, we can come back and meet back in the car.
Yeah.
And apparently not. So that Friday comes, right? Oh man, I was draining it. He was telling me he was gonna talk to me.
Oh
me
yeah,
and Michael. So he comes to me. We sit down. He just yells me. He gives me this and that. The worst part is that he called me a big baby.
He's like, you look like a big baby.
Oh man, he goes, "You're a big." Because I was trying to explain, and he goes,
yeah.
"Oh man, you're a big baby," and I was like, "I've never heard another man tell me that."
I only had one of those encounters.
Oh man,
and that was because, if the salesman's on vacation and I'm relieving his route,
yeah,
the guy decides to call me and ask where I'm at and how many stores I have done. So I told him. This guy calls Frank, tells Frank that I'm working a little too fast or whatever. I don't know what happened between that conversation. I wasn't there. All I know is that I got a call from Frank, and Frank to ask me, I need to see you as soon as possible and tomorrow morning, and you might have to end up riding in the truck. I'll get back to that. You might end up getting right in the truck. So I'm like, okay. So I called, we'll call Randy. Hey, Randy, so, Frank is really pissed off because I don't know what happened. He just called me really pissed off. I think maybe 15, 20 minutes later, Randy calls me back to tell me, hey, nah, it was a misunderstanding. You don't have to go see him in the office tomorrow. I'm like, oh, okay. So what happened was, I guess, Frank was questioning why I was working so fast or whatever the case may be. So Randy told him, no.
I thought you were doing blame orders.
No. That's the way Andres works. He's quick. He learns fast. He's on top of it. I rode with him multiple times. He really doesn't need me to ride with him. He got it. He understands it.
Hell yeah.
So the next morning I didn't have to go to his office, but that was the only time he yelled at me. But back to the truck. He always threatened us if he wanted to go back on the truck because
heck no.
Because riding on the truck means you're going to do some manual labor. You're going to go and help the driver downstack pallets, downstack the beer, everything. And so that was always his threat. But it didn't work on me because I was telling him, hell yeah, because those were the best days of my life. Coming from a job where you're a manager and they only pay you $9.20 an hour to a job where you're literally the bottom of the food chain and you're getting paid double of what the last company was paying me.
That's because you didn't know about the headaches yet.
No, exactly. I didn't. But I was the happiest freaking kid alive.
Yeah, man. Me too. I got free samples of everything, man. I was in Candyland. That's when I started my drinking problem, but that's something.
That's a different conversation. We'll do that in a different episode. And so, dude, relieving, man, with doing the bullpen, what they called it.
Hey, how did you ever feel like when everybody's like having beers and you're like, and they're like, oh my God, this is amazing. Did you ever like go like,
honestly,
try this? Like,
why
is everybody looking crazy? Like,
there was this one time we were having a sample.
Yeah.
A tasting there. It's just a sample. And I think it was, I'm going to say Ballast Point. And they're like, oh, this is new, grapefruit and IPA amazing. And blah, 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 blah. Homie, I don't drink. I don't know what. He's like, oh yeah, you smell it, the taste palettes and the tongue aromas and all that. You will get so many times to volunteer your what you felt about the beer.
I was a little drunk.
I take a sip of the grapefruit and I'm like kind of mixing it in my mouth back and forth, like washing like soap and like mouthwash and shit. And
trying to explore that.
And I'm like 5 minutes later, oh, there's the grapefruit. Like
5 minutes,
like 5 minutes later to find the grapefruit that you guys found the moment you guys put it in your mouth.
Oh, that's
I'm not a drinker, bro. Look, I got beer sitting right here that my guests take home because I'm not a drinker. Yeah. Now I won't give you any because I don't need your wife to get mad at me.
I've been sober for 3 years now.
Good for you, buddy. Yeah. Good for you. So, I have beer. Like, my cousin came over a couple of weeks ago, and she took, like, 4 6-packs. Go for it, Mia.
Remember when we got drunk?
We're family. Oh, yeah. My bachelor party.
That last minute?
Oh, so this guy.
How can you not have something?
So I'm about to get married, through the courts for now. And this guy says we have to have a bachelor party.
Must.
I'm like, bachelor party?
And I'm like, I know you don't drink.
But I'm
Friday.
I'm getting you drunk tonight.
Yes.
And we called our boy Scotty, rest in peace again.
Yes.
We will never
He
get
showed
tired.
up. He showed
We
up.
will never get tired of referencing this man.
Yep.
We
I
you,
love Scotty, man. He's a great man.
So
Nothing
Scotty
but love.
really not knowing me. I
Yeah.
think he only knew me for like a month and a half. He shows up.
Yes.
Dude, dressed up.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
And so I'm taking you buy me something from the bar, and I'm like taking my time drinking it.
So for me, I gotta jump in this. Sorry.
Go for it.
For me, it's like, so this guy doesn't drink, and I'm like, I gotta think of something because he's probably gonna have like one or two, and then you're gonna call it quits.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I call the bartender over, and I'm like, I think I asked him, man, you have Bacardi 151, and so what that means is 151 proof.
Yeah.
Yes, 151 proof. So I told him to make you a drink, and so I see this guy and I give him a drink, right? He's like just looking at it, and I'm like, hey man, remember this? Oh, I don't think you remember, but you're like, you gotta drink that fast.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah. So you tell me, that I have to. No. You tell me that I have to chug that. Like
Yes.
that's the way it's gonna work.
Yes, I knew you were not gonna like it.
So I did, and no joke, within 30 seconds later, the bartender walks up to us. He said, "Did you just finish that already?" I'm like,
Oh man.
Yeah, he
I was
told
like,
me.
yes. I
He
was like,
told me to.
I was like, Jesus. When I saw you do that, I looked at everybody, and I looked up like, what the hell? He did it.
And so the bartender asked me, like, "Did you really just finish that?" I'm like, "Yeah, he told me to." And he looked at you like, "No."
I was like,
"No." 5 minutes later, I was gone.
And then I heard from somebody, he was like, hey, babe.
Oh, no.
Hey, babe. Hey, babe.
No. My wife did
Hey,
say,
babe.
"Ish, take him out more often."
Hey, babe. I'm sorry. This guy.
Yeah, no, the wife did say, "Hey, take him out more often."
It was nice. It was nice, man.
It was fun, dude. It was something just us three hanging out. Again, didn't really know Scotty back then, but I appreciate the fact that he showed up.
Definitely.
And then
Great
so
guy,
we get
man.
married through the courts, and you happen to be one of my witnesses.
Definitely, man. That's
I
an honor
invited
for
you.
that.
Were one of them. And my comadre Lydia was the other one, and I really appreciated you coming out. But then a month later, we get married through the church out here in
Yeah,
Baldwin
definitely.
Park, and again. I barely
showed
knew
Yeah.
Scotty.
Oh, he was here. Jesus,
He
I
drove
forgot
out
about
here.
That.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He drove out
yeah,
here.
he did. I saw him.
And then you were out. You and your wife came out.
Yeah,
I believe before you
definitely.
guys had kids, right?
Yeah, before the kids.
You guys came out here, and I again freaking really happy. You and my buddy Roger were fighting for who was first
Oh
place.
man, we're still enemies.
I'm the best friend.
I'll see you
I'm
around,
the best
Roger.
friend. That was funny, but you guys came out. Scotty came out. There is a video that we have of the wedding. And he appears on there for a split second,
That's
dude.
cool, man.
And
That's
my
really
daughter
cool.
didn't really focus on him much because we didn't know him as much.
Yeah.
So she didn't really know him. So I know that video would have been longer.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like
definitely.
a split second.
Got a
He's
little bit of
right
life
there.
with
And I was
Scotty.
like, my boy Scotty.
That guy always was good. I've never had nothing negative about that man.
No, man.
Seriously.
He was a wonderful
He helped
man.
me out so much when I first joined his team.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's when what was that guy's name? Dave. Like a tonto. Anyways, guy did not know what he was doing, and I was fresh like you.
Yeah.
I was hungry, but
Well,
sometimes-
Scotty came out of his way. When I first started the route, I didn't know what incentive. I mean, I knew what an incentive packet was.
Definitely.
But I didn't know how to read it.
Yeah.
And he went out of his way. I told the wife, babe, I'm going to meet this guy at the Starbucks down the street.
Definitely. Cool.
I was gone for like 2 hours, but he drove from Santa Paula to like South Oxnard, which was at least a 45-minute drive.
Oh man, yeah,
to
that's him though.
Sit there with
That's
me.
Scotty though.
Yeah, to sit there with me and to help me read the incentive packet, and then like that was it, dude. We were boys. That was it, dude. And I mean, we can sit here. I want to have an episode where there's more of us here.
Oh, that'd be awesome, man.
And
That'd
just
be
everyone,
so awesome.
just kind of, it's gonna be the Scotty Marquez.
Oh man, I used to have so many beers
episode.
with that man.
Yeah.
It was like, but you know what? He never got drunk. That's crazy though. If you
No,
think
I
about
never
it.
really. No, I never. I saw him drink a lot, but I never saw him drunk.
Yeah, that's the two difference.
Yeah, but
I've
no,
seen a lot of other
I want to plan something where it's like 4 of us guys in here and just
Oh,
call it
good.
the Scotty episode.
Oh, definitely.
Because
man.
he was a wonderful guy and he touched a lot of people and not in a sick way.
I'm gonna try to get Robert.
Yeah,
Yeah?
get him on here, man.
You know him.
And then so Freaking remember the day that we won them tickets to Universal Studios?
Oh man, that was so sick. Thank you
That
for
was
inviting me for that.
That was the first day I met Valentine in the morning. in
Yeah, I was
person.
right next to you, man. You were like, they knew you. Like, hey, man, you know what's cool about that? Those people, they feel like original. Like,
Yeah.
they actually care
Yeah.
about you, man, and you care about them. I was
Yeah,
like,
but
cool.
it was funny because your wife's like, wow, she started following him instantly, like on,
oh,
on
definitely. He's a
Instagram.
great
and-
guy. He had a little pin.
Yeah,
Little I heart. I
yeah.
was like, man, that's some sick little pin
Yeah,
guy.
freaking! I told that story on the 5th episode about
Okay.
how they came up to me and like you guys were all shocked that they were more excited to meet me than I was to meet them.
Yeah.
So no, that night was fun, dude. That night was very
I
fun.
remember when you sent me the audio of you being on the show and it was raining.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, man.
That's when I got the flat tire.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that. You sent me that. You're like, you were working in Santa Barbara, I believe.
No, I was driving to Sylmar.
Sylmar?
I was doing relief.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I was still doing relief in Sylmar, but I was
You sent me some videos over the
Yeah,
years,
yeah.
so at different times.
So no, that was cool. Actually, I'm on vacation. I was on vacation this week, and normally on vacation, I go to the show.
Okay.
Last 2 months ago, I was on vacation. I didn't go. This month, this time, I didn't go due to COVID-19, bro.
Yeah, I hear you,
COVID-19 is
man.
becoming a freaking nightmare for a lot
Yeah,
of people.
man, I hear you, man. That's definitely hitting home right now.
You
It's
know
definitely
what,
hitting
bro?
home right now.
You know, from the grapevine, I heard that before you told me and chismosos, I'm playing.
Chismosos.
Nah, I heard that both your parents had COVID-19.
Actually, everybody in the house. Is
Are you serious?
Okay, this is the little. This
And
is
then
crazy.
real quick, we don't call it coronavirus because Corona pays
Rona?
the bills. We'll call it the Rona. We'll
I
call
like
it
to
the
call it the
19.
Rona.
We'll
The
call
Rona
it
19. There we go.
You know, it's COVID. But let's try to stay away from Corona.
Let's call it the Rona 19.
We'll call it the Rona 19. Okay. So your whole house? Well,
No.
you didn't live there, right?
I don't live there.
So,
no.
your
I
mom-
live in Oxnard. My parents live in Moorpark.
So your mom, dad, and
Mom and my dad.
siblings?
So this was odd. The way I see it with the corona right now, I think there's a specific kind of like crowd. It's definitely, or maybe no. I'm just seeing it like who's been taken or who gets sick all the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, with that being said, man, just to my dad. So people when it first started is when it hit him. So he was one of the first waves, you can say.
Yeah.
You know? So it was. Sorry, guys. No, we just had somebody passed away from Holy Agua. So that's on
are
the
you
city we
I
come
didn't know
from.
that.
It's like a cousin's cousin, you know, but still, 2 men already from Moorpark that we actually know. My dad actually talked to.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, have passed away.
Yeah.
Taken in like in 5 days.
In Mexico.
In Mexico.
Okay.
And they're all over there in Moorpark. So everybody, you know, a couple family members came to Moorpark, and then everybody, you know, got other friends to come with them. And then next thing you know, everybody has left literally Mexico, and they're over here in Moorpark now.
Oh, okay.
So, so older man, my dad's an older, he's in his 60s. you know.
Okay.
What happened with my father is in the beginning of the Rona.
Oh.
What?
No, you said Corona.
The Rona. Sorry. So the first time I heard about it is like when my brother literally called me on a Sunday, and he's like, "Hey, my dad's in the hospital," and then I was like, "What do you mean he's in the hospital?"
Yeah.
He's been having chest pains, everything, and I'm like, "Oh shit, man, that sounds like Corona, man."
Yeah.
And like, I mean, has he been tested? And he goes, "Yes, he's been tested. He's been having antibiotics. It started, I guess, on a Monday, and by he was really sick on Monday, and Tuesday he went to the doctor, and then he goes back again like 3 days later because it's not doing nothing to him."
Yeah.
They take him in on what you call it, Saturday night. I hear about it Sunday. He's over there in the hospital. I'm here. I get to talk to him, but he cannot talk, man. He's like breathing super heavy, like. And it's like, I can't talk.
It's really doing him some damage.
It's like,
huh?
I'm like, what the freak? Like, I've never heard my dad do like that. Like, you know, fighting for air, man. Like, literally. So I told him, you know what? I'll call you back. I'll call you on Monday, man. And call him back Monday. That same Sunday, he had difficulties breathing. By Monday morning, he was already intubated. He had a pipe, the pipe down his throat.
Okay.
His lungs were filled with fluid, so they started pumping that out.
Oh shit.
Nobody was there in the hospital with them.
Mm-hmm.
What you call it? They don't let nobody in. Only you. Only if you're an infant or a minor, they'll let you in with
Well,
one parent.
I have a buddy of mine. nothing against his family members, but he recently had a baby, and he's like, I'm so scared of this thing that I really don't want anyone near my son.
No,
And
it's
dude,
valid.
I don't blame you, bro, because he wants to come and do an episode. Also, he has an interesting story, and he wants to be on the podcast. So I'm like, yeah, dude, come on down. But he's like, let me, I'm like, dude, don't worry about it, dude. I get it.
Yeah, no, definitely, man.
I completely understand. Don't worry about it. And a lot of people are freaked out, dude. But again, when I heard that your parents had it, I was like, oh, man, the first thing the family, we
You don't think it's gonna happen to you? To be honest with you, man.
I got married. I fell into a praying family. So, dude, the moment
Well,
someone says something, is like, okay, everybody start praying, and
That's awesome. That's beautiful.
I'm not a prayer, bro. I mean, I pray when I feel I need it, but when my kids are sick, that's mainly when that's when me and God are like, hey, bro,
Come on now.
what's going on?
Right?
And so yeah, no, right away it's like, hey, it's just dad and mom, or they have the COVID, and again, dude, power of prayer is amazing, dude.
Definitely.
So your dad's in the hospital, then I hear your mom got it, right?
So yeah, pretty much my mom had it. My sister had it. My brother.
Yeah.
But this is the wild part, man. My nieces who are 5 and 8.
Yeah.
They didn't get it. And then my sister-in-law didn't get it either. And then my other brother, my youngest brother, he didn't get it either. So 4 did, but then my father, my mother, my sister, my brother.
Yeah.
So 4 and 4. Half of the house got it, and the other half didn't.
Well, I think at first that's when they were trying to because this is like kind of the first cases, right? Like
Yeah, this is the first wave.
So at first, they were saying kids couldn't get it. So that's why
they didn't get it.
That's that's perfect. That's proven right there. And to this day, they're saying kids can't get it. So
hopefully that's how it stays.
Dude, I go to work and I'm covered from my nose down.
Oh, I hear you.
Long sleeve shirt. Even my boss was like, dude, aren't you hot in that thing? Yeah.
I can't breathe on it. I hate that mask. I don't know. I cannot get used to that, man. I can't see myself in the future wearing that.
The mask that I wear is
I will.
The mask that I wear is it covers pretty much, like, it goes over my head, so it covers my neck. So again, dude, from my nose down, I'm covered, dude.
I hear you.
And like I said, if COVID sticks on stuff, I'd rather it stick on my clothes, where I'll get home and throw it right in the washing machine, instead of it sticking on me and then I come and hug my kids.
Right.
So, because at first I was literally stripping down outside, and then obviously little by little it's like, well, I mean, I didn't really touch anybody. I go straight to the laundry room, throw everything in the washing machine, and let's go.
I think it's just rather be safe. Even though, I mean, I don't think I'll die from it if I ever got it, but I don't want to be the vessel where somebody does get affected. And I think that's
like I said it before. It's like I tell people, it's like, if I get sick, that's okay. I got sick, but I'm not ready to die, because my kids are still little, and you have little ones.
Definitely 2 and 4.
So I worry about them. It's like, I threw a fit because family got together, and I was pissed off. I'm like, don't you guys understand? I'm out in the public. I bump into customers all the time. I can go into grocery store, and I know who the manager is. Yes, I know who the receiver is, but I don't know that lady and her 5 kids when they're shopping. I don't know that guy over there and his kids.
Definitely.
I don't know if they have it. So that's why I cover from head to toe, bro. Like I said, come home, car, hand sanitizer, whatever. Now the company provides us with hand sanitizer and gloves.
You gotta be safe, man.
Yeah. I'm being as cautious as possible for them, for my kids, and obviously the wife as well. My mother-in-law made me a mask, and it's pretty thick.
Nice.
After a couple of times wearing it, I was like, dude, I can't breathe in this thing. And I told her, you're trying to get rid of me, aren't you? She was like, no, well, my daughter comes first.
Did she give you a piece of plastic?
Right? Nah, she's like, well, my daughter comes first. I get it, senora. Kill me. No, I'm playing. No, I get it. She was looking at, like, I was like her guinea pig, and she made this one mask. I'm okay, I like this one, and she made a different mask. The kids have like 3 of them that she's made, and people compliment.
Handmade?
Yeah, handmade.
Oh, wow.
She's got her sewing machine and everything.
Oh, badass.
And she made one when I took Julian to the hospital a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Everyone is complimenting on his mask, and he's proud to say, "My grandma made it for me. My grandma made it for me."
Nice.
It's a Star Wars little face
it's
mask.
Star Wars.
Yeah, they love Star Wars.
I love that too.
But anyways, back to your family, bro. Sorry.
Oh, no worries, dude. Yeah, man. Not down 9 days.
Your dad was in the hospital for 9 days?
No, in ICU for 9 days.
In ICU? Oh.
Yeah. So By then, I had taken over, and I wasn't telling nobody because everybody kept asking, where's that? Because only one person's allowed to call the hospital,
Right.
and take control of updates. But for 9 days, I didn't hear nothing.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't. They kept telling me he's in ICU. Well, he has
That's
some
all you need to
fluid,
know.
and that's it. Like we're still doing the treatment, and I was like, every day you call, man, not knowing what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's like
How long did it take him? Oh, you said 9 days out
9
of the
days,
ICU. How many total days to get out of the hospital?
for him, it took him a little bit longer. He was there for like a month and
Yeah?
a week.
Okay.
I would say. So after he came back, I mean, my dad was not ready to go. He took out that pipe out of his mouth. He woke up and he just pulled it out.
He was, I'm not ready to die.
He's never been a believer in God, but he came back different, man.
Yeah.
He
good
believes
for
in
him.
God now. He believes
Good
in
for
God.
him.
Definitely, he says there's something out there, man.
Good for him. He
he's-
probably saw something, bro. I mean, you never know.
he came back like different. Like I don't know, man. He's just believing in God.
Dude, I don't know if you, I don't know if you heard when episode 6 when I mentioned about committing suicide. I mean, something tugged on my shirt, dude. Something tugged on my sweater to stop from walking forward.
Definitely,
So
man.
someone is out. Something is out there. Someone's out there watching you. Someone's
Life
taking
is
care
too
of you.
beautiful not to have somebody actually behind us.
So your dad's in the hospital for about a month. What about your mom?
My mom was you just had a bad cold.
So she didn't have the
Nothing.
Rona.
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
No, she did. She tasted positive.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, but my mom's in her 50s.
Okay.
So, like early 50s. So she's still young.
So it didn't affect her as much.
Just a cold, It wasn't a pleasant cold. She did say she felt some discomfort breathing.
Okay.
But for all that was it. But my dad was like down. They took him out. So my mom, within 2 weeks, got better. 2-3 weeks, how they say. And that was it. My dad's at home now.
That's good.
He's gone back to work since.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
So in that whole time, mentally, how are you doing?
Damn, man.
Because, I mean, both parents get sick.
I mean, the hardest part was not knowing what to tell people,
Okay.
or my mom or my brothers in that sense. When they tell me, "How's your dad?"
You don't have
He's
answers.
freaking dying. What the hell you think? He's fighting for his life right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you tell somebody? I'm like, I kept telling him, you know what? He's too ill. He can't talk to nobody right now, so he's resting.
Yeah.
But he's okay. And just fucking lie like that. Sometimes lies are needed, and this is one of them situations.
Or you have to lie to yourself as well.
Well, man, I gotta keep praying, man. I mean, it's your dad, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like he's too young to go. It's like it's not his time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, at least that's how you feel.
That's how you felt. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man. It's just like, it just.
Dude, you're getting emotional, buddy.
It's hard,
I
man.
feel it. I
It's
see
hard,
it,
man.
bro.
It's
I'm
just.
sorry. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, no, it's alright, dude.
I
told you, we had another friend pass away last week,
Uh,
and that's the second one.
yeah.
So he went away in a week, 5 days, man. He got sick and caught it. Nobody knows how. He's an older man, and he was just staying at home.
Yeah.
There's other people, family members. So we're thinking other family members, but
Someone else had it. and-
someone must have gone out and came back. That's the whole thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Coming back, you give it to somebody, you give it to yourself, or somebody that doesn't get it, like my brother or
Yeah.
my sister-in-law. I mean, to that sense, it's real, man.
I can get it and not have any symptoms. Example, when I got tested, because I was around one of the uncles that he didn't take it serious because all he had was diarrhea. He goes, all I had was diarrhea.
Wow.
So I don't have it, but his test results came back positive.
Jesus.
So then I went to go get tested because I was near the guy. I mean, we kept our distance just like we are right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But I still went to go get tested,
Well, definitely.
and obviously it came back negative.
Hey, how did that test feel?
It hurt, dude.
I heard LA just had their millionth
They
test.
they shove it down your nose, and they asked me to sit on my hand. They asked me to sit on my hands, and the lady.
What do you do with that thing in there?
She just does it real quick, and she's like, and yanks it back out.
Oh.
And then she tells me, "I'm gonna be gentle." I'm like,
Oh,
she's
man.
like, "Sit on your hands." I'm like, "But you say you were gonna be gentle."
Did you tear?
I did.
Yeah.
My left eye watered until I got home, and then
Got penetrated.
just out of the blue, I felt like I had to spit when I got home. I felt like I had to spit. I spit, dude. It was like, when you open that packet of Kool-Aid and you just put it in your mouth, and it's like that like really dark.
I don't need
red.
sugar no more, man.
Well, back in the day, that's all I got.
Kool-Aid and water?
Really dark freaking blood came out of my
Shut
mouth.
up.
Yeah, I
What?
was spitting out blood. It
How
was-
much? What?
Yeah.
Was that part of the test?
They didn't tell me that when I was.
Yeah.
They didn't tell me that when I was getting tested that I was gonna end up spitting blood. But yeah, my left eye watered until I got home, and then
Why are you crying, fool?
I did. Yeah. No. Well, I'm emotional in one ear.
I
I'm
love
sorry.
you.
I'm emotional in one eye.
What eye? I
And
wink at bitches.
dude, my nose, I still felt like pressure in my nose for like 2-3 months.
Wow.
It's still like you can still tell where they did that, and then
Yeah.
I'm not. That's what I don't want my boys to go through that. But I hear nowadays it's a lot simpler. Now you just like,
Is it?
yeah, I heard it's a lot simple. It's now you just put a swab in your mouth and call it a day. I'm like, what? And then the results are back
Do
within like
you know what
2
the theories
hours.
behind the nose?
No, I think at first that's what they were figuring out how to get it more accurate, I guess. Pero I went through that, and I don't want anybody
Yeah,
else to go through
definitely,
that.
man.
When we were talking about going to my brother-in-law's wedding, my wife mentioned to me that everyone's gonna get tested. I'm like, bullshit. We're not putting the boys through that. We're not putting the boys through that. And you know what? Your brother can find himself another ring bearer and another door greeter because my boys don't need to be in this wedding. And then I guess, like I said, I didn't know that there were new ways of testing.
Mm.
So I was
You
pissed.
still don't want to expose them to that. You want to go get tested.
and they didn't know what was gonna happen up until the governor came and shut everything down again. So then this time, they were like, okay, the venue's like, yeah, we're gonna cancel your guys' wedding, and we'll
Wow.
just do it. Like my wife was saying, why would you want to get married during these times
Right. I
when
don't-
you're gonna be reminded of what a horrible year it was? Someone is going to have a face mask on and remind you. Yeah, and then freaking, or you're just having it on the table, and you're gonna get reminded of this day, of this year. Why do you want that? Why do you want that memory in your pictures? So I mean,
I feel that. I mean, it's a valid too. You don't want people coming to the wedding and getting sick.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Or you get sick and it's like, you don't want that to remember as your wedding.
Nope.
Like you say.
no, and then you're gonna feel responsible for someone getting sick because they came to your wedding.
Definitely that. You
So,
know?
no, it's-
just because
it's-
other people don't believe in it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah. So no, it didn't go through with it. They didn't go through with it, and they did a little smaller thing at his house. They got married at the house. My son still did the ring bearer
Oh,
thing.
nice. Okay.
And the next day he ended up in the hospital.
Why?
Jojo ended up in the hospital because he had too much beef and too much cheese.
What does that mean?
That's why we're vegan now. That's what
Oh.
we're eating. No, I'm sorry, we're not fully vegan. That's why we're eating more vegan meals. The pizza they had earlier were
Yeah.
semi-vegan. They had a little bit of chicken on it.
All right.
And he had too much cheese and he's got IBS.
What's
So,
IBS?
IBS, internal intestine bowel movement or something like that. Bowel disorder or syndrome or something.
Yeah, my little brother has a bunch of little ulcers in his stomach.
Okay.
Like little cuts everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not
that's
good, man.
That's not good. So yeah, man. I mean, so far everyone's good here. The kids good here.
How you liking Puente over here?
La Puente, I miss home because of the beach.
That was a bit.
I miss the beach, dude. I think one day we drove to Oxnard and we got there like maybe 30, 45 minutes earlier than we're supposed to. And I asked the kids, what do you guys want to do? Dad, can we go to the beach? Homie, before I even parked the car, the kids were already at the water.
Wow.
And even myself, I got out of the car and I ran.
Definitely, man. The beach is-
But when we used to go to Oxnard, it's because we would take the kids to visit their mom. And the moment we hit the Conejo grade and we look over Ventura County, it reminded me of just negative times that it's just like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, I hear you.
That the one time that we were going to visit because we wanted to go visit, it was a different vibe. It was like, yeah, we were excited to go and visit family and friends.
Well,
and,
yeah, man. You come in peace. Come on
yeah,
now.
so, I miss Oxnard because of the beach. I miss Oxnard because of the weather.
The weather, man. That's why you pay the money.
Exactly. I love it out here because the boys are doing a lot better
Yeah, I see that.
in school and just personal.
Props to you, man.
Yeah.
That's a huge role that you've been playing.
Their personalities change. They're not the little monsters that people used to call them.
I'm gonna send you my son.
Traerlos. And then, they have a bunch of good role models out here. We're going to go from the bottom, from the youngest. She's a police officer.
Wow.
Then we have doctors in the family. Then we have teachers in the family. My cousin, I just learned she's also a teacher.
Nice, man.
And
Now they got salesmen in the family.
no, right? Nah, that's
Papa.
the bottom of the food chain, buddy.
Come on, Baba. You out there grinding every day.
I do, man. I do
Every day, man.
I do. I'll get home and
Providing people that beverage they need.
yeah. But no, I feel that they have a lot of good role models out here. So I think we made the right call. At first, I hated it. The wife and I fought a lot, and they told her too. He's gonna resent you a lot. He's gonna blame you. And honestly, I mean, it's just we could have been fighting about the blue sky, but in reality, it's because she brought me out here. But I see what the kids are going through. I see how well they're doing, and it's like okay. And then I got adapted to this place, and I can't get used to the heat, dude.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this city welcomed you really good. I mean,
It's
you've
good.
been, you've been like shining like you should, man.
Dude, I out here working in this territory is like, look, you've seen the salesman of the year, freaking.
That's what's up.
Employee of the-
That ain't easy. Anybody out there to pull those numbers, consistency? No.
Yeah,
it
and-
doesn't just happen out of luck. Believe that.
multiple employee of the months, and I mean, my first year out here, we're barbecuing for my birthday, and the VP of sales rolls up in a freaking limo.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah,
I've met him too.
Yeah,
he's an amazing VP.
He's a good guy.
We'll call him the VP.
The VP. And he rolls up to my house, and because they're doing like a bar hop thingy. Like
awesome. Okay.
They're supporting the businesses.
All right.
And their first stop was right here on the corner from the house. So they're like, doesn't Andres live around here? They're like, yeah, he lives right here. Dude, they rolled up in the limo. The kids jumped in the truck and the limo, and they're having fun with the Modelo girls inside.
Oh, that's cool.
They're jumping up
Oh,
and
man.
down, listening to music. He's
Shout out
out
to
here.
the VP. That's cool.
He's out here. Freaking comes down. He brings out two 12-packs, and starts socializing with everybody. And then socializing with my sister-in-law and her fiance, who are brand new to the LAPD. So he
Oh, wow.
thanks them for their service and everything, blah blah blah. And then they go on their way.
That's cool.
And so that was he welcomed me with open arms.
Nice.
So it was amazing, dude. Like I said, everything out here is. I might have not liked it at first. I still miss home, but it's real cool out here, man. I do. Look at you saw how big the property is.
Oh man, it's huge.
Electric fence. That almost
Seriously,
I had to turn
electric
off
fence over here.
You know how to
There's
make
still no parking though.
No. Honestly,
He has a whole front football field, and I can come park like 20 cars.
yeah.
But the gates were closed.
The gates were closed, man. I was looking out the window, and I'm like, I saw a car. I'm like, I've never seen that car before, and it's making a U-turn. Oh, it's parallel parking. That's got to be ish.
Yep. I was parking in between.
And yeah, man, I like it out here, dude. It's.
You live in the American dream.
Dude.
Let's be honest about that. Seriously, I think you are.
That's what a friend of mine told me the other day on Facebook, because she has these two Toyotas at home, and I sent her a picture of the one my son got for his birthday.
Okay.
And she was like, "Oh, that's cool." And man, she's like, "Toyotas, a turtle, two turtles, two dogs. You're living the all-American dream." I'm like, okay.
A 2.5
Right.
kids and a pet. That's cool, dude.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, the kids, they're doing well in school. Nick had like a B in PE before, when the pandemic started, when they had to kind of learn at school and distance learning or whatever. So he emailed his teacher, "What can I do to raise that B?" They're like, be active. So we started going on walks.
Nice. Okay.
And those walks, he was proving to his teacher that we were going on walks. And he even dude, they love Pokemon Go. They're still into that.
I love that game.
The
when
park
it first came out.
The park has.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember our freaking times in Santa Barbara.
Jesus, right? We call each other.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what I got over here?
Yeah, let's go get them. And so they go for the walk. We walk the park. We do like 3 miles.
Yeah.
Walk the park, and it's like, in Pokemon World, there's like 5 Pokestops and 2 gyms.
Definitely.
So they have fun, dude. They like
what
walking.
team? Don't tell me Instinct.
We're still Team Yellow, buddy.
Oh, come on, man. That's
Our neighbors
Mystic.
Our neighbors are trying to convert the Team Blue, and we refuse.
That's Mystic right there.
No, we don't.
Come to the blue side.
Ni madres.
East side.
Ni
No.
madres.
No, man.
Pues sabes qué, Ish? Hey, man. Dude, thank you for making the trip.
Definitely, man.
Thank you for giving me your story on your parents. Glad to know that they're doing okay.
Thank you, yeah.
Glad to know your boys are getting big and doing well. And like I end every podcast, thank you for riding with me.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Ride With Me, the Flat Tire Indie Podcast. You can also listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and Podbean.